Hello world, welcome back to my channel. My name's Paul. This weekend we're off to York. You could do this in a day trip easy. It's only about an hour and a half out of Perth, but we're going to go up and enjoy it for the weekend. There's a lot to show you. This is an amazing motorbike ride up here, guys. In fact, the York Motorcycle Show is one of the biggest, I think it is the biggest motorcycle show in Western Australia. Thousands and thousands of bikes head up there for the weekend, but it's not this weekend, it's another weekend. But we're stuck in the car as usual. And for now, let's roll the intro. This is where we're staying. It's called the Nosh and Nod, which I guess means food and sleep. Nosh for food and nod for nodding off to sleep. Comfy rooms, great price, really good price, guys. But we're just off the main street of town, so I'm going to have a walk in, look at some of the buildings and things while Janet gets ready. Sorry guys, I've got to put these on. That morning sun's really bright. This is the Imperial Hotel, 1886. When we drove in last night, Janet said, "No, that's not an old building, that's brand new," because just look how perfect it looks. Now, if you remember in the following the Meckering pipeline video, following the Kalgoorlie pipeline video, I'm sorry, I told you all about the Meckering earthquake. Well, in the earthquake in 1968, all these balconies were destroyed. So the balconies are new, but the building, just stunning. And again, I've got to put my glasses on. It's bright today. Look at this, guys. St Patrick's Catholic Church. The original church here was in 1860, I think. Started building in 1859. This one was built in 1886 and is considered the most handsome edifice for religious purposes in the colony. And just amazing, guys. You can imagine the money that must have been in this town in those late 1900s for them to be able to do this. I usually just show you a little bit of a building, but just showing you the front there doesn't show you all of it. Look at this, just amazing, really is amazing. And this is the old Convent School. See over the fence, it's all locked up, but it's for sale. Imagine doing this up to live in. Just beautiful. I think I just explained the Victoria Cross to you guys in the Gingin video. But this rock here is in memory of Lieutenant McCarthy, who was a Victoria Cross winner, which is the highest honour you can get in the British, well, Australian, but the British Armed Services. And here's the Anzac Memorial. Look at this. This is the original old train station. Now, the railway first came here in 1885, and it's believed that this was already built, ready to go. I just talked to the owners, that's why I'm not getting close and giving you a close view, because it's actually a family bought it about 15 years ago. So it is their home. But isn't that gorgeous, guys? There's the train line running right there.
Come visit us in York.
And this is the York Bushland Garden. Originally this was the brickworks, and then when the 1968 earthquake, the Meckering earthquake, happened, it became a dump site for all the old brick and everything that had been cleaned up. And they decided that rather than just waste the whole area, they put in this garden of all the local plants. And if you see all these little signs here, they explain what everything is. And it just goes way, way back there. There's a nursery up there. Really very impressive.
Come to the Bushland Gardens!
And this stunning old building's the town hall. You can tell how much money was in this town back in the 1800s. It's also the visitors centre, so let's go in and plan our day. And this is the swing bridge over the Avon River. This is the same river, it's been in a few videos. I've shown you where they have the Avon descent, the race from Northern to Perth. But yeah, this is the famous swing bridge.
We love visiting York.
The weather's lovely and there's so much to see and do.
And this is Botanicalia. My apologies if I pronounced that wrong to the locals, but I have been practicing it for the last 20 minutes, so I hope I got it right. Botanicalia. They've got all these amazing little straw sculptures. Incredible. I'll show you a few others.
You're not gonna leave your side. Just feel free to open up when the moment's right. Across your face, it is written across your face.
Yeah, almost in the middle of town. That's town just there. There's the swing bridge that I was at, so that's a little park I flew the drone in and everything. This is a 24-hour park bay. You can see this guy's pretty well set up. This one's got a dump site, so yeah, you can come here, not pay anything. I don't know if you can see it in this camera, but that turtle from the Botanicalia, really quite impressive from this distance.
Come visit us in York, Peloton Country, York.
Yeah. This is the Old Croquet Club from 1909. Isn't this just beautifully kept up? And if you don't know what croquet is, it's in Alice in Wonderland, the Disney version, the cartoon. The Queen was using flamingos to hit a ball through little loops on the ground. Well, you use sticks, you don't use flamingos, but in real life. But that's what croquet is. So many people suggested we go and see the sock factory. And let's go in and find out why.
You can hide away just for one night. But if you wanna cry, just let it out.
Come and see us at the sock factory and learn how to make socks.
And right in the middle of town on the main street, the York Motor Museum. This is really famous. One of the things York's most well known for, even though, as you've seen, there's a lot of stuff here. But let's go in and have a look.
Hold on a bit more, 'cause I know you only see the rain, not the rainbow. I know you'll get up again. Better stand up tall, I know you can be.
I've said a few times today that York's set up so well for tourism with the bike shows and the car shows and everything. And the Motor Museum's the reason. When the original owner first set it up in 1979, just to have somewhere to leave his own cars, he decided to make a living out of it. But to make a living, he had to bring people to York. So he bought this pub and did it up. He bought a few other things around town and did it up, and started pushing York as a tourist destination. And it really is, guys, an amazing part of Western Australia. Yeah. This is the old York flour mill. Built in 1892, and when I was just doing the research then to find out a bit more about this, I found out that York is Australia's oldest inland settlement. And in the gold rush in the late 1890s, that's where a lot of the money came into town. That's why the town hall and things are such impressive buildings. The flour mill is now a gift shop, and I'll go in and have a look. And all this stuff's local artists. It's all on consignment, so everything's for sale. But look at this building, look at the inside of this, just incredible. I wanted to go upstairs and see the upstairs bits, but it's a bit dangerous apparently. You can see holes in the floors there and everything, but this room really gives you an idea. And this is the Residency Museum. And originally in the 1850s, it was the superintendent's quarters from the convict hiring station. And if you remember in the Kalbarri video, I showed you the convict hiring station there. Well, this is where the farmers would come in and they'd be able to rent convicts for the day to come out and work on the farm. So, the Nosh and Nod where we're staying in town, they've got another business. And she invited us out here and said, oh, you're going to be surprised. This is just unbelievable, guys. There's caravan parks, there's accommodation, there's a flight school. I don't know if you can see it in this lens, but there's a guy up there learning how to fly a gyrocopter. You can learn how to fly fixed wings or gyrocopters. You can go for a gyrocopter ride. They've got a Spitfire and, I can't remember, but a more modern fighter jet over in the hangar over there. Mate, this place is amazing, guys. You've got to come out. It's about 15, maybe 10, 15 k's out of York, but just absolutely amazing. We've got a restaurant here and a bar. Yeah, so if you're coming here, consider staying here. There's a caravan park for you. You've got people that are travelling with caravans. Just unbelievable. I'm really, really surprised. And this is the Mount Brown lookout. Amazing. Look at this country, guys. Just gorgeous. This is a very important place to the local Aboriginal people, the Belladong people. Forgive me if I've pronounced that wrong, guys. Thank you for sharing this amazing country with us. And just below the lookout's this little spot. You can still see a decent bit here, but they've got barbecues, picnic tables, toilets over there, and there's a path here that you can walk up to the lookout from here. So maybe plan your lunch at the Mount Brown lookout. So heaps of people suggested come out here and see the Green Hills Tavern. This building was built in 1906 and a gorgeous old building, but the real historical significance is the lady that built it was the first female publican in Western Australia, and she built this all on her own bat, ran the whole thing. Just amazing. And there's nothing here. This is the whole town. Got the CBH here, the Commonwealth Bulk Handling, this old building up there, which I guess is a church, and the pub, nothing else. We're on our way home now. We're just about 5 or 10 minutes out of town on the way back to Perth, and we're at the York Olive Oil and Ice Cream Company. It's they say it's the best ice cream you've ever tasted, but I'm going to go and test them about that in a minute. They've got this amazing little playground here for kids with zip lines and little walk bridges and things, really quite impressive. Oh, there's another one of these little sculptures like at the, I'm not going to try and say it again. I've forgotten already. Botanicalia, yes, that's it, I think. Another one of these. But they also make sourdough bread. So he's told me to go in and have a look in here. The bakery's open, so I'm going to head in a minute.
That's what my mama said.
Well, what an amazing weekend. In the beginning, I said you could do this in a day trip. Well, you could, but you're not going to see much. What we've shown you in this video is about 10% of what there is to do in York. They've they pushed it as a tourist destination, and you won't be disappointed if you head there, guys. Make sure you leave a comment down below. I always try and respond to all the comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit the Mad Dog icon up there or the subscribe button down below. Give me a big thumbs up. Share this video everywhere you can, and we'll see you in the next one.